What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Another ASMR sip. Welcome to BS Clout Grab. I think I'm gonna call it Bullshit Clout Grab. So that's the new series. These will be my favorite videos to do. And Russo 2022 to the moon. Hit the subscribe button. Actually like the video. I know a lot of you guys watch, but to click that like button, it takes a lot, but it helps me a lot. Or hit the dislike button and have your opinion not matter thanks to the propaganda. So today I'm going to be talking about main gaining. So main gaining is like the most popular thing nowadays. Like, oh, don't bulk up too much. I lean gain, you know, bulking up too much. Like the cut's gonna be too hard, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just gonna say both sides of the coin and why I think main gaining became more of a thing. So let's go back in history. So I'll have Andrew throw up some golden era bodybuilders. Back when bodybuilding looked like this, the good old days before bodybuilding got insane, right? Everyone bulked up in the off season. There were no social media. There was no pressure to be lean all the time. No income dependent on being lean all the time. You know, they'd bulk up, gain size, shred down, and they would constantly linearly progress your physiques. What you see nowadays is main gaining, aka I have a social media profile, I have this much engagement, all this attention, income, sponsorships is derived from my physique at this body fat. So obviously I want all that to continue to go up instead of actually progressing your physique. And what I see with main gaining is, you know, the shape gets better, the density gets better, like they densify and shape their physique, but do they really get bigger year after year? Do they really linearly progress their physique year after year? Some people do, like competitors who are like super smart, ultimate cycles, keep their diet on track. The average dude main gaining, remember, we're talking about the blanket, you know, fitness population. I'm not talking about a main gainer with elite genetics who can always stay lean all the time, or someone who's observed by a bodybuilding coach and the diet is manipulated perfectly. I'm talking about the average dude who wants to linearly progress his physique, actually gain legitimate actual tissue each year. You'll see that they don't really gain that much tissue. They're so fixated on being lean all the time that the whole point of bodybuilding is to, you know, size is the prize, in my opinion. This is why you saw me bulk up for so long. Sure, I got fat as fuck because I came off cycle super fat. If you watch my past 4 years, I would bulk, recomposition, get my insulin sensitivity back, and I would continue that linear progress because I want to compete. If I want to be competitive, I have to be at a certain stage weight to actually be competitive. You know, the thing I see with competitors, when they talk to me, I'm like, dude, you don't have enough tissue. You're not big enough. That's normally what the deal is. You can be super conditioned, you can have amazing insertions, but if you don't have that tissue, you will get mogged on stage. There's no hiding in Instagram angles. There's no, you know, manipulating lighting. Everyone looks the same. You're on a stage, you're standing on a line next to some dude. If he's got more tissue than you and it's just as conditioned, who's gonna win? That being said, I'm not against lean bulking per se. I just think this main gaining shit has gone out of hand. Like, I see nobody in my generation really progress their physiques. And here's like the thing that bothers me that people don't talk about is when did it not become understood that when you go on cycle, you can assimilate way more nutrients, your basal metabolic rate goes through the roof. And really, if you want to get the results, you gotta put, you know, the building blocks, the bricks behind it, the food behind it, and get after it on a bulk. You know, when you look at my personal fitness journey, I was obviously a hard gainer, right? Obviously, I'm going to continue to put on lean tissue year after year. I'm here to progress my physique. I want to compete in classic physique. If I actually want to be competitive, then I have to come in at a certain stage weight to be competitive, right? There's no Instagram angles to hide behind. There's no filters to use. There's no perfect lighting. What people don't understand and why people hate me is that people don't follow me just for my physique. They follow me for my personality and my informational content and my honesty, right? They don't just follow me for my physique, they follow me for my personal journey. Now that can be for everyone. I'm not saying I'm special. It's just like a lot of dudes build their persona around being this lean, shredded cunt, and they have to maintain that persona, they have to maintain that physique, and they never really expand their mind or do something else with their audience other than just like post themselves shredded. And yeah, you'll get a lot of attention for just the physique alone. How long can you maintain that? How much impact will that have on your health over time, being that shredded constantly? Put the pieces together. And it's like, I'm not calling out Greg Doucette, you know, obviously IFBB Pro, I'm not calling him stupid or anything. His angle on main gaining is like, oh, you get too fat in the off season, right? It's way harder to compete, right? For a competitor, absolutely, I agree with. Like, you want to stick a certain amount of weight above your stage weight, reshape your physique there, shred back down, make the prep easier. Main gaining makes sense if you're in a contest prep scenario. Constantly, if you want to do a big off season, that's obviously planned. Not disagreeing with that. What I am disagreeing with is, like, obviously for the blanket of a general dude watching fitness content on YouTube with, you know, not an advanced physique and who is just starting to get into enhancement, I don't agree with main gaining, right? Especially with someone like me who it was very hard for me to put on tissue. Like, if I didn't constantly bulk like crazy, I wouldn't have the tissue I have now. And I just recomped, got my insulin sensitivity back, boom, hit a bulk again till the insulin sensitivity started to go away. Got it back, boom. Linearly progressed, put on tissue year after year. I don't even have to fucking prove it. It's all over this YouTube channel. Just dig through my videos or hit me up on Instagram at RussoLifts and scroll to the bottom. I don't gotta prove that, right? I linearly progressed year after year because I wasn't obsessed with being constantly shredded all the time. Now I'm at the point where I can hit a 193 stage weight for NPC Classic Physique, and that's enough for a local show. So I'm finally gonna get shredded. I finally have something to reveal. All this bulking finally paid off. And then I'll probably stick closer around the stage weight, reshape my physique, train more like a bodybuilder, get all bubbly and shit. But that base, that enhanced base, was built by bulking. And that is no lie. I didn't do no lean main gaining bullshit. I would have gained mass so slow with the genetics I have if I did that. I really think people shouldn't be so afraid of doing an aggressive bulk. If you are just becoming enhanced, you actually want to gain a lot of tissue, make the use out of the cycles. Each blast is harm on your health, right? You want to make the most results out of each blast. You only have so many blasts in the tank before you can't blast anymore. That's just my 2 cents. You know, with Greg, he didn't have a giant frame to fill out, right? He more had a nail conditioning and was very, very strategic in that sense. Why are people afraid to bulk? I don't get it. Like, obviously your social media is going to go down a little bit for a while. You know, you're not going to have as much engagement. You're not going to look as big on camera, blah, blah, blah. What you are going to do is you're going to linearly progress your physique year after year until after 4 or 5 years of bulking, you reveal it. Boom, you have a very significant physique, right? You can do a lot more with that physique if you want to compete. If you want to go back and do the Instagram thing, like, you'll have a lot more attention because size is the prize most of the time, and people want to see progress. People want to see linear progression. That's why they follow you. They're motivated or they're hating to watch you fail. Whatever it may be, they still want to see if you're progressing or regressing or staying the same. Basically, the main gaining thing is what a coach would say to a competitor. You're like too fat, you're in the off season, it's gonna make this prep a lot harder. I'd rather see you be leaner, like at a lower weight to hit your stage weight. When in reality, when you're first starting out, you don't have that much tissue realistically. You might think you do, but if you shred it down, probably don't. And it would be much better for you to just maintain your insulin sensitivity. As you go on your blast, your basal metabolic rate goes up, the amount of calories you can assimilate goes up. Might as well make the use of that and build as much muscle you can on that blast while you're hurting your health to make the most advantage of that. When it's all said and done, you have the amount of tissue you need, then you reveal it. That's how it used to be back in the old days. Like, you don't cut until you have something to reveal. Nowadays, everyone bulks for 3 months, They look at themselves in the mirror. Oh, I'm getting a little soft. Shreds back down. You're not going to gain any tissue. You're going to look virtually the same year after year, besides more muscle maturity, and you're going to like 3D your muscles. Your muscles will look more bubbly if you're training correctly. Are you going to gain legitimate actual tissue? Unless the food's there, probably not. Hope you guys learned something from this video. I will see you guys in my next one.